What's up, everybody? This is episode 2 of Pssh I Don't Know with Mikey and
Mark. What's going on, people?
Oh man, so I don't know about you guys, but like I told y'all before, Mayweather McGregor had my money. Though I would say last episode Mark was cradling the ball, stroking the shaft, taking it fucking deep for Google Chrome, but they do not do pay-per-views.
Yeah, that was actually really sad. I did not know that ahead of time, so take that into account.
We had to, in order to stream it, we had to get on the Xbox, sign up for UFC.tv, sign up for Fight Pass. It's like if you bought the pay-per-view, you get 30 days free, which is cool because we can watch the Contender Series on Tuesdays. And I think the prelims for like the Johnson fight coming up will be on there. That's cool. That's cool, but it was actually cheaper, and it was still HD. It was $99 instead of $120, so $99.99 makes you feel a lot better than spending $100. But
the penny saved.
Yeah, penny saved, penny earned. But so it was $120. I'm sorry, $99.99 instead of $120, and we still got HD.
Okay, so yeah, that's not bad, and it gives you something to look at later.
So as I'm pretty certain we predicted, if McGregor didn't do it in 5, it was a wrap.
Yeah, and it went exactly as we expected it.
I thought, personally, there were so many people. I know, like Max Kellerman. There were so many experts who were like, there's not a shot in hell. 1, McGregor's going to win, but 2, he's even going to be competitive.
Right, but it's a fight. At the end of the day, it's a fight. You can't. Nobody has a 0% chance of winning a fight in any situation. You have all it takes is one punch. That's it. That's at least 1%.
Yeah, you got to give him at least 1% chance. And I think there was very few. Skip. One thing. Here we go. If you ever want to put money on in Vegas, whatever Skip Bayless tells you to do the exact opposite. I'm pretty certain the man has predicted the fucking Cowboys to win the Super Bowl the last, 10 years. So just, whatever he says, just don't listen. I don't understand how that guy is. He's like a weatherman. Whether he's right or he's wrong, he's still getting paid.
Right, yeah, he's still on TV. Nobody's going to think twice about it because it's another day tomorrow, so why worry?
Yeah, but no, so he fucking thought McGregor was going to put him away in 1. And from the start, McGregor came running out the gate, so I've been surprised before. Honestly, I went through the same emotions that I did during Diaz-McGregor 1.
Right. No, it definitely, coming out of the gate, he was strong. You really thought like he was going for him. It was definitely game plan because there's no other game plan against Floyd Mayweather other than come out strong and hope he goes. Yeah, he had to come out strong, and it reminded me a lot, like I said, of Diaz-McGregor 1 because he came out. Because, he was up at 170 in that fight. Right. And he came into this fight. So he's an underdog. He's undersized. This time he's actually the bigger man. He was the bigger of the two.
It looked like he had a foot height, advantage on him. But, no, he came out the gate strong. Second round, in that Diaz fight, he came out strong and then got winded. This fight, it took
4.5 rounds to get starting to get winded.
He was throwing everything on those punches.
Oh yeah, no, he wasn't holding back, especially in the first 3. He was lighting them up every which way he could.
But at the end of the day, it's boxing.
Yeah, you got 12 rounds, 36 minutes.
And to make your professional debut against arguably the top, I say top 3, but most people are going to say top 5 greatest boxers of all time. That takes a lot of nuts.
That's definitely not something you just walk into and hope. You hope for the best at that point. There's really nothing else to that one.
Yeah, but I heard that there was betting on this upwards of $80 million, which surpassed Pacquiao Mayweather by over $20 million. Because Pacquiao Mayweather in Vegas, just Vegas alone, not nothing else, not just what they can account for, or what they were reporting at least, was Pacquiao Mayweather was like $60 million at the end. But Mayweather McGregor passed $60 million on Wednesday and was trending upwards of $80 million.
That's ridiculous to be and a lot of that money was put on most of that was probably put on Mayweather if I'm thinking about it right, just for the safe bet.
Well, yeah,
grand scheme of things, not like smaller bets. Smaller bets were going towards McGregor.
Well, yeah, because Well, they said the reason why they didn't sell as many, or the tickets as fast, was because boxing matches are more expensive than UFC matches, and your average UFC fan couldn't afford a ticket. So I'm certain that they weren't putting. I don't know if you saw that guy. He had the. It was right in the frame to the left. He had a hat that said 1M.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wonder if he was the guy who bet that $1 million we talked about last time.
I would wear a hat that said. I would definitely. I don't know.
Why would I want to wear that? Hey, by the way, guys, I have an extra $1 million just to spare. I mean, fuck it, dude. Just rob me, please.
Well, at that point, though, if you got that kind of money, he was sitting up front. It's not like he's sitting around other people that are looking at him going, I need your money.
That's true.
Half the people around him are probably like, you have no money. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Well, I love the thing I loved the most was I think it was Taika who had that one.
Oh my god.
That we talked about last time. Ringside tickets for this were $115,000 per seat, and he someone posted the photo of it for 2 tickets was like $230,000. So he posted, he's like, for $200,000 someone better die. And
honestly, at that point, if I'm spending almost $250,000 on tickets, that's probably before taxes too, because you have to pay taxes on tickets.
I'm not certain. I know that in North Carolina,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Vegas. I've never.
That's true. Vegas may be different. In North Carolina, you do have to pay taxes.
I'm sure you have to pay some form of like hotel tax, or like I'm sure they some entertainment fee or something.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that.
They get as much money as they can out of that. So let's just call it $250,000, 2 tickets.
Yeah, fuck.
For at that point it was a 30-minute fight.
Well, I mean, so it went 28
minutes.
28 minutes, but it went 10 rounds. And
right.
No one was giving him a fucking chance.
Right. Well, nobody expected McGregor to last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
A lot of the people were saying that he was going to just get smoked out in the first 2.
Which fucking pisses me off because, okay, switching it up, the fucking judging. We called it. We said last episode that the only way that McGregor would win is if he knocked him out. That there was no way that unless he absolutely dismantled him in a fashion that it was so clear, like he fucking knocked him down every round, or Mayweather was just beat up and bloody, that they were going to give it to him. Because on ESPN, on Showtime, their guys had it going 86-85 going into the 10th round for Mayweather. But the official judge scores, I think only one judge scored it 3 rounds for McGregor, one judge scored it 2, and then one guy scored it 1 round for McGregor, which is impossible because he won at least
the first 2. Like
the first
if
2,
you want to go minimum,
at
first
an
2.
absolute minimum. The 3rd round, I believe he won. The 4th round, I think he won as well. And the 5th round, I think from then on, Mayweather showed
he started taking from there
why he's 50-0. So I just don't understand how the judging could be that biased. And luckily we had God, I can't remember his name, so forgive me. The former announcer for Pride calling the fight because he was actually giving McGregor a fair shake in the commentating. The other guys, they weren't doing bad, but it was kind of, you could tell it was going to be biased towards Mayweather.
Right. Well, he's also the only one out of the group, though, that has both sides of it. Being that he commentated Pride, he understands, he was the only one that was really mentioning the fact that, McGregor was trying to do stuff out of instinct. Like the hammer fist that he was doing, he was the only one that was actively telling him, like, that is instinct. It's going to be hard. He's in that position. Like, that's what you do. Like, he's only been training for this fight, like, honestly, probably, I would say the past year, because he's been pushing it for a while. It was never confirmed, but he would have started ahead of time if he thought it was going to happen.
Well, I mean, really, so I would say probably less than a year, because last November he fought Eddie Alvarez in MSG for the belt.
That's right.
So, and then I know he took some time off. So let's just say he trained 8 months. For a guy who, granted, yes, he was an amateur boxer when he was a teenager, which, take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
But for a guy, yes, he's very good at striking in unorthodox ways in MMA. I still believe that for 8 months of training, he did more than
he did more than most people would say.
The stat I showed Mark earlier. McGregor landed 111 punches on Mayweather, which was 30 more than Pacquiao did.
Right. And Pacquiao, when he fought Mayweather, was known as like the fastest that you're going to have. So if somebody just steps in the ring after 8 months and outdoes it,
yeah. But I mean, a lot of people are saying that Mayweather let him hit him, and shit, man, that counter uppercut he landed, I think it was round 1 or round 2. There's no fucking way. No one is gonna lit. I mean, unless you're doing a rope-a-dope like Ali, where you're and I think he had some big ass gloves. I think he had 12-ounce gloves or 14-ounce gloves in that fight. But he's laying up. He's protecting his head. Mayweather was walking him down.
Right.
He was trying to walk him down. Well, and the last 4 rounds for certain.
Definitely
he was walking him down. But you're not going to allow someone just walk you down. I'm sorry for giggling. We have a movie streaming right now. If you've never seen it, it's pretty amazing. It's called Blood and Bone. It's Michael Jai White. So he has been in Black Dynamite. He's been in Spawn. He's been in countless
Falcon Rising.
But Blood and Bone essentially is a guy who was in prison, gets out of prison, and it's like a revenge story. Basically, he's trying to help out a guy that he met in prison. And they have Bob Sapp in this movie who just breaks this guy's face.
He loves the juice.
Yeah, apparently Bob Sapp's just roided out in this movie. But I actually saw Bob Sapp fight in Mississippi, and he fought Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
That was, I think Bob Sapp weighed in like 360 pounds.
Beast of a man.
And Bobby Lashley was still with WWF at the time, and you could tell he was juiced because he came in at, I think it was like 320, and he was solid fucking muscle.
Jesus Christ.
But the craziest thing in that fight was that Bob Sapp tapped the strikes, and I've never seen that in person. I've only seen it on like lower end, like King of the Cage shit. But
yeah, so
I've never seen someone tap the strikes. But since then, he's tapped the strikes a lot, which I think essentially he's just going in for a paycheck.
Right, you just make the money and get out of the fight. Like if it gets bad, just bail.
Oh yeah, another cool person in this movie is they actually have 2 pretty cool. One little cameo, and then one of the main actors is fucking Rufio from Hook, if anyone remembers that. But yeah, it's a pretty good movie if you like bullshit fighting movies, because that's essentially what it is.
Yeah, the plot's not the best. It's not awful by any means. It's really not. But for a straight to DVD kind of thing.
Yes, this was straight to Redbox.
But
not even. I mean, I went DVD, but it didn't even get like a wide release. I think it went to Redbox, and then I've never seen it in a movie, like in the Best Buy or Target or anything.
No, I've never walked around and found Blood and Bone.
But it's a pretty alright movie. But no, I mean, I think that McGregor Mayweather lived up to the hype. I think that definitely it was something that I'm glad that we watched it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm glad that we didn't stream it, because though that would have been entertaining, I think we would have been blocked. I think they were blocking everybody.
Oh, you would imagine for something like that. Like I guarantee they were probably blocking that one. Like there was probably somebody who was ballsy enough to try to stream it, but
I can only imagine what the fee or the fine would be.
Oh, if you got caught on doing something like that, shit. I think it's pretty ballsy for people to stream the UFC fights.
Oh yeah, well I mean, a lot of the guys who do it are from the UK, so they don't have pay-per-view over there.
Right.
So it's like, fuck you, man. All I'm doing is streaming essentially live television.
Right, yeah. It's essentially outside their live television, or they'll watch it on the internet already through several of those paid sites that they have where you can pay to watch, pay-per-view. And they'll just live stream it as they're fucking watching it, because I'm already on my computer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to help somebody else out. If I have to pay, save somebody else some money.
Oh, and I'm sorry. The other pretty cool cameo in this movie is Kimbo Slice.
Yes.
So, as we said in our last podcast, big Kimbo Slice. I was excited when I saw this. There's actually a video of Michael Jai White showing Kimbo Slice like actual karate, and it's pretty amazing. But apparently, Michael Jai White can fight like 9 guys at once. In every movie, he does this like where he'll run in the air, jump, kick, punch 6 people all at one time. It's pretty amazing, if I say so myself.
Runs along people's faces to get past people.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
It's pretty awesome. But Kimbo Slice actually, because they're trying to rape Michael Jai White, and then he beats the shit out of him.
It's exactly what you would expect Kimbo Slice to do in prison.
Yeah, just rape people.
Just rape people.
Just raping people. And at the end of the movie, the bad guy ends up going to jail where he has like no hand. And also, Michael Jai White shuts it off, and Kimbo Slice rapes him. So I mean, it's a full circle. I mean, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. I mean,
at that point,
prison happens. But so I got confronted about my opinion on the sock slider. Apparently, according to my wife, it is not for fat people. I beg to differ, but that's here nor there. I was told that it's for old people. I rewatched the commercial, and okay, if this is for old people, the oldest person in there is like 50 years old. All right, that's not old.
Right, we're thinking like 78.
Yeah, like if you're fucking 100 years old, yes, I can understand it. But no, like, and then it's got this new attachment. I saw it again. It's got this new attachment where you grab, it's like a shoehorn, like basically like a shoehorn. You grab your shoe, you slide your fucking fat foot in there.
Oh, so it gets you from sock to shoe.
Yeah,
now.
so
like,
now
it's
an add-on. Yeah, it's an add-on. It's pretty sweet.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's fucking. We were talking about this last time. We're just a couple steps closer to Wally, and
actually, I don't know. I think we're almost at Wally, but I think we're closer to Idiocracy. Like, just because there are so many dumb people having so many kids.
That's true.
Like,
you have a lot of dumb shits spread around right now. Too.
Yeah, but every time I'm at the mall, like, you always see a nice, like, couple. They're like business people. You can tell that they have good jobs. No fucking kids. They just got married at like fucking 50. They're not having kids. But you see fucking Billy Bob with his fucking 12 kids playing in the play area, and one kid just wanders all the way down to Macy's. No one even knows.
No, because they could care less. It's 1 out of the 12.
Yeah, I mean
that's one less mouth for them.
It reminds me of that Family Guy episode where Peter Griffin's giving advice to crackheads, and it's like crackheads and like heroin addicts. He's like, yeah, save some money, share needles, and you know what? Have a good bet. Go have a bunch of kids. You know who's, and then one of them becomes a Hollywood kid, and you know who's paying the bills? Hollywood kid.
Oh my god.
So that's what I think that they're thinking. So I see it now. Everyone, all this shit that's going on, we don't like to talk anything politics, so I'm just going to drop it here. But really, I feel we're going towards idiocracy because we talked about it yesterday. People from the eclipse were in the fucking hospitals because you were told not to look at the sun. Okay, so there's videos, there's photos of people who looked at the sun.
Yeah.
Where their eyes are fucked.
Right, and they're fucking morons.
But on the other hand, you had people who were so fucking stupid they put sunscreen in their eyes.
Oh, because that's going to save you.
From looking at the sun. Yeah, I believe that that's a good option for
fucking brilliant. That is brilliant. That's worse than flat earthers, to be honest.
Flat earthers.
Oh, no, I actually retract that. I think they're actually smarter than flat earthers, the people that put the lotion in their eyes. I believe they're smarter. Flat earthers are...
Because they had an idea that was like, okay, well, if I do this,
right, like,
this.
It's a scientific process. Let's see if this is going to work. Clearly it didn't fucking work, so let's not do that. Oh, wait, we can't do that again. We're fucking blind now.
Yeah.
It's like, that's just how it is. It's Darwinism as at the finest.
But flat earthers, my god. Okay, it's a growing thing.
I know, it's getting worse. I see people in the fucking, like, every time I'm in the mall, I see somebody with a flat earth shirt, like, flat earth theory, question mark. I'm like, no, that's not a fucking theory. That's ignorance.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a theory. Well, okay, according to flat earthers, if there's someone who's not familiar with it, they believe that not only are we being bamboozled by NASA, that one, they'd never believe that we went to the moon, but two, also, they believe that the Earth is flat, like Columbus thought initially, but or like everyone thought fucking initially, but no, apparently the Earth is flat, and Antarctica is actually a giant ice wall, if my memory serves me correct, that's guarded by NASA.
Yeah, because that way you can't question anything.
Well, also, you can't fall off.
Oh, that's true.
They're there to, they kill everyone who gets there, but they also want to make sure you don't fall off to Earth. Because, those counteract...
Right, let them fall off the fucking Earth.
Yeah,
like,
they're
gone,
Earth.
they're no problem anymore.
But now you don't have to worry... And if you're going to kill them anyways, just fucking
throw them off the Earth.
Yeah, fuck it.
But no, that's the stupidest thing ever because I don't understand how they can think that's a concept. Like it's been proven for hundreds of years that it's not fucking flat. And honestly, like, prove to me what's on the other side if we're flat. If we're a fucking disc, are we a flat disc or are we like a semicircle?
Initially, I thought the theory was that they thought it was like that old like myth that we were on the back of a turtle.
Oh, we're on the back of a fucking turtle.
No, you know, like I think it's like in. I apologize if I'm wrong, but I believe it was like a Chinese culture. They thought we were on the fucking back of a turtle or some shit like that. I know that that's a theory, but I thought that that's what the flat Earth theory was until I started reading more about how stupid these people were. That they really truly believe that every photo ever is fake. So
right.
even if there's satellite photos, they're fake. Because there's no satellites. Every photo is a artist rendition. They don't really believe that we've ever even been to space.
Right. Like, it doesn't... I don't see how they can think that's the concept, though. When NASA is live streaming footage, and they blame NASA. Like, they blame NASA. They're saying NASA's the ones behind it, which is not a global organization. It's a U.S. organization. And you have the Russians, you have the Japanese, you have several other fucking space organizations with satellites live streaming at the same time. Is it big collusion? Is it everybody involved?
The reason why people believe this is because we've made it too easy for people to survive.
Well, that's true.
If this was the olden times, these fuckers would have been weeded out. They would have been eaten by fucking bears. It would have been just fine. Yeah. But no, because it is so easy for anyone to get food, essentially,
fucking eaters.
Well, no, like okay, so these are the same people who annoy me as much as the fucking don't vaccinate your kids.
Oh, that's more dumb shit.
It's the government, like, dude. Okay, so I know fucking first hand about getting goddamn shots.
Right.
When you go into fucking boot camp, you get probably 15 fucking shots. They don't tell you what the fuck you're getting. You're just shooting you up with, but they're not shooting you up so they kill you.
Right, they're trying to keep you around.
They just convinced you that you are going to travel around the world and meet interesting people and fight lava monsters. I was told lava monsters, but I didn't get a chance to fight one. So.
Oh, that's a shame.
I mean, I'm still, to this day, you tell me I'm going to go fight a lava monster, I'm fucking down. Remember that commercial, the fucking Marines commercial? Yeah, if anyone doesn't remember, it was like it's like an American Gladiator set. He's like running through this gauntlet full of shit, and at the end, he fights a fucking huge lava monster.
Yeah, that's like day 4, man. Like, you just must have missed that day.
Fuck, man, I must have...
I was sick that day.
I was sick that day when we fought the lava monster. But no, why the fuck would they kill you?
Right.
And people are like, oh, I've never had polio. I'm like, yeah, because your parents were smart enough to
fucking vaccinated.
They're like, oh, I never had hepatitis C. Yeah, it's because you're fucking... hepatitis B. Well, it's your parents fucking smart. Like, everyone got coddled too much.
Right. No, that's definitely exactly what happened. Like, everybody got that the participation trophy. It's my favorite. Don't get me wrong. I got a couple when I was a kid. Difference between me and all the other kids that were happy was I wasn't. I was pissed. I didn't deserve the trophy, and I understood that. I was like, I didn't win. 3rd place is not 1st.
Yeah, but it's... I mean, I understand. I understand the... letting everyone play. Like, I mean, not even letting everyone play. I mean, yes,
let everybody play.
But okay, in certain leagues, you have to let everyone play, which is perfectly fine, because most of these times, these kids are paying to play anyways.
Right.
They have to pay fees. So I understand that, but, dude, everyone's not a fucking winner.
No, you have to teach children how to lose. It sounds mean, it sounds odd, but you have to let children learn how to lose. Because if they don't, then they turn into little shitheads when they grow up. And then they don't want to listen to anybody, and they want to fucking fight. They want to fight everything because they've never learned that it's not always going to be your way. And then they always want to fight about it. And that's why you see, like, just a bunch of morons running around now.
Well, you have a lot of entitled people running around.
Right.
And we're not trying to rag on too many people. I mean, we're going to rag on some fucking people. So if you don't like it, you can shut it off now because we're going to fucking rag on it.
It's probably
if you're a flat earther, you're fucking dumb. I'm sorry.
Anti-vaxxer, you're a fucking moron.
So those are our policies. Like it or hate it, fuck you.
Yeah.
But but no, I mean, I just think I think we are closer to fucking idiocracy. Fucking President Camacho, fucking Mountain Dew, fucking his water and shit. But it's it's just the fucking climate of the world these days. Everyone gets to live too long. I think we should honestly, I think that when people are no longer fucking useful, I say this all the time, that whenever I'm no longer useful, I'm going to go the way of the fucking Eskimo. We'll break that shit off and just float away.
The fucking ice chunk.
I think we should fucking bring in the Survivor, where we can just vote motherfuckers off the island.
Get the
fuck
out of here.
Get the fuck out.
No, you believe in the flat earth? Nah. Chunk of ice,
I think all the flat earthers should just go live in their own fucking place. You guys live over there.
Yeah, it's flat.
Yeah, with the
Don't
rest
have a fucking word.
You guys just breed with each other, just make a dumber race, and we'll just eventually, you guys will weed yourselves out.
Oh, but when you mentioned the fucking Mountain Dew and idiocracy, I know it happened on my cruise, but I know when you went. I don't know if it happened when you went on your cruise. In the line getting onto the cruise, I saw more Mountain Dew than I've ever seen in any grocery store ever because they don't serve it on the boat. I saw less alcohol and more Mountain Dew than anything I could ever imagine for a cruise.
Whenever you go on a cruise, essentially it's like a big. You just have a lot of just not trash. You have very nice people who get on there. You have three groups. You have your fucking elderly people who are very, very nice. They're there to have a good time. They work fucking years so that they can go to the Bahamas, and they want to go shopping in fucking Nassau.
Right.
That's what they want. They want to get that Breitling.
That Tanzanite?
They want to go to the Tanzanite depot and get that Tanzanite for free.
God.
They got to be the first ones there.
They try to pitch the hell out of that.
Or they get that Breitling or that Omega for fucking cheap. It's so cheap, it makes no sense. It's cheaper than what it cost them to make it.
Right.
And then you have the next group, which is usually your honeymooners, your younger people who are there to have a good time, get fucked up.
Yeah,
they get that unlimited alcohol for $50 a day, which is insanity. And when we went,
it isn't.
It's
20 drinks.
Well, 20 drinks in a day.
Yeah, 20 drinks in a day, but depending on, because I had somebody that was in my group that went with us, who on the first day, alright, so we got on our boat at 4, and you weren't allowed to start, technically you weren't allowed to use that pass, I think, until 5 or whatever it was on our first, on our group one. He was done by 11 o'clock at night. Don't get me wrong, luckily it flips at midnight, but it's just the fact of he did 20 drinks in that amount of time because he was drinking doubles.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not possible.
And the guy has 2.
Well, what I'm also saying is that's insane that I know it's 20 drinks, but your average fucking person
is not drinking
20 drinks in a day.
Right.
So, but it makes no sense not to get it if you plan on drinking, because it's $10 a drink.
The money in its own, the money is worth it by all means. If you go on Carnival, it's definitely worth it.
Oh, we got that unlimited pop shit. It was $3 a day. My stomach hurt so fucking bad. I stopped drinking pop for almost a year and a half, and I started drinking that shit on the cruise. It was. They say sugar is more addictive than fucking crack. I fucking believe it. I was fiending for some fucking Dr. Pepper. I was like, God, come on, man, just one more,
Well, I know. I'm going through that shit right now. I've given up Mountain Dew for the last 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
It's not a fun time.
Yeah, but so on your other set of people is you're fucking straight up just trash. It doesn't matter. You know who they are.
They announce themselves.
Trashy people. You see them in line, you're like, that dude's going to be a fucking problem. He probably is, those people usually have the unlimited alcohol too. But, we had these elderly. They were older ladies. They're probably in their, late 50s. And they were just drinking so hard.
Right.
They were drinking so hard. We weren't even out of the dock yet. We were still there, and they were fucking talking about let's do shots and screaming and stuff. I'm like, dude, we're fucking 10 minutes into this. You gotta pace yourself.
Yeah, see, on mine, I remember this one very key. He was one of the bigger pieces of trash on the boat because he did cause problems. He was escorted out of one of the clubs when we were on the boat. I figured the moment I assumed he was going to be a problem was when he was clearly drunk and said he's going to play with the band, and I saw him break out the bongos. I was like, oh, you're the fucking bongo guy. Yeah, you're gonna be a fucking problem because you clearly, you reek of weed as you walk by me. You're drunk and you're carrying a set of bongos. Yeah, your fucking aspirations are really far on this cruise here. And he's from Charleston, and I found that out while he was drunk because he was telling everybody that he was from Charleston, which is not surprising seeing as the boat left Charleston. So a lot of them like to go on cruises. His name is Cam, lives in Charleston. If you hear this, Cam, you're a piece of shit, so go fuck yourself. But anyways, and yeah, he just created more problems. He was probably in his mid-20s, but he was part of that trash group where he thought he was really, he thought he was something. And when you get escorted out of a club by 4 guys that are, real small, wearing, tight black clothes, yeah, it proves you real fast that you're not shit.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that shit. I know that when we went, we had a good time. I was an idiot. I am not one to wear shorts, and it was like a fucking 1,000 degrees, and I'm walking on a beach in Freeport, fucking dying.
Yeah, that's not
fucking
smart.
Absolutely dying, and I bought the first pair of board shorts I could find, which I honestly I don't remember exactly what I paid, but I know I got fucked over.
Yeah, minimum $70.
And I'm pretty sure we paid for a fucking towel too because we didn't have one. And I don't know. If you told me I paid $75 for both of those, I'd fucking believe you because they just are like, oh yeah, by the way, these board shorts were made out of gold, and you need these. I was like, yes, I do. I'm so. Yeah, they had me.
Oh yeah, no, they get you the moment you walk in the door.
All right, so I'm sorry, So we're still watching Blood and Bone, and he does some fucking ridiculous submissions in here, but it's not as ridiculous as the movie Never Back Down 2, when they're doing moves that they did in one fight, or I'm sorry, not one fight, but just in one series, they do a gogoplata and omoplata and something else. And I think the first ever gogoplata was done in the UFC 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, that I know what scene you're talking about. That one's ridiculous. They're throwing down some of the hardest shit ever in order. They're like, you're gonna go step by step. We're gonna hit all of these bases, so it's gonna look like you're really, really good at your ground game.
Yeah, and in the part right now we're in, Bone is Michael Jai White is going around and just fighting everyone in LA, just beating the shit out of everyone, doing Tai Chi in the park and shit. It's actually some pretty aggressive fucking Tai Chi. I don't fucking recall that ever being like that. But no, so I was explaining this to my son the other day, and he's like, is that Michael J. Fox? I was like,
oh my god.
I was like, no, it is not Michael J. Fox. That is Michael Jai White. He's like, that sounds the same. I'm like,
that is not the same at all.
Those are
nowhere
near
the same.
I'm like, I'm pretty certain Michael Jai White is 12 feet tall and African American.
Right.
And yeah, he's 12 feet tall and African American, and Michael J. Fox is 5 feet tall and fucking he's got Parkinson's disease. I'm not
12 feet tall.
Michael Jai White's 12 feet tall.
The fucking monster.
Yeah, he destroys cities and shit.
This is one of the few fights in this movie that they actually show him not struggling, because he never really struggles throughout the entire movie. Because apparently he's one of the best fighters.
They're fighting
in
a roller rink, okay? Don't try to add credibility to this. He's not even wearing shoes.
Well, no, this is one of the few fights in the movie that somebody actually fights back, that understands the concept of fighting. Because in every other fight, even I want to say, is it the one at the end of this? Yeah, it is. At the end of this movie, he's supposedly fighting the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, and he just whips his
and
ass.
And he just whips the fuck out of him. It takes him 20 seconds to read his style, and he beats the shit out of him for the rest of the fight. He's the best fighter in the world in the underground fighting.
He just did a fucking... Yeah. This movie's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
and as the movie goes along, Rufio is driving this beat-up-ass Cutlass Supreme. And then all of a sudden, Bone is winning, and he gets 20% as his manager, and now he's got these fucking ballin'-ass rims on his car right now, and it's fucking emerald green. It's pretty fucking ridiculous movie, but it's a movie about street fighting, so you can't really you can't really be too picky on that. But speaking of movies, have you seen the trailer? It's coming out not this Friday, but next Friday for It.
I have seen that trailer.
What do you think about that?
It looks very promising.
It looks pretty promising.
No, alright, it's weird to say. I have mixed feelings about the original because the first time I saw it, I was very, very young.
Unless you tell me it's a fucking amazing ass movie. There better be no fucking
no.
goddamn.
I loved it. I did. It was terrifying.
It is the scariest rated PG movie in the fucking world.
That's where my issue is at because I loved the movie. The older I got, the more I could be like I could take the concepts. Wasn't afraid of clowns anymore. But I saw that movie when I was 5 years old. Very, very very influenceable. Clowns were already terrifying to a child because they're scary, and then I got shown It, and that fucked me for like 2 years. Clowns were no longer a thing in my life.
Clowns fucked you for 2 years?
They did.
It's pretty fucking rough, man.
Actually, it was a fun time. They had the fucking little water squirters and everything like that. Made it real easy.
Yeah.
Fucking, pulling fucking tissues and shit out of his fucking wrist.
Oh yeah, but I mean the new one looks okay. Tim Curry was in the original,
right?
And he makes that fucking shit look terrifying. And it's not even fucking clown isn't. He's not scary looking. Like he just looks like your fucking average clown.
In the original, yes, he looks like the average clown.
But the new one,
he looks fucking terrifying.
Like he's got like a 9 head.
Fucking teeth.
Yeah, his teeth are. I mean, in the original, his teeth were sharp too.
But they were at moments they were sharp, but they were. But
Tim Curry's
got
fucked up ass teeth.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how much of that was prosthetics.
That was real.
But
just smiled.
Hey man, you got jacked up ass teeth. Like we're gonna roll with this. But yeah, no, the original It was a TV movie.
Right. Yeah.
So it had to be PG-ish. Well, when it came out in the 80s, so
you could get away with PG.
Fucking TV then, TV now. You could get. I mean, look at South Park for example. They barely curse. They've got. I mean, the last season they have fucking just cursing like crazy the entire thing. Like they're doing shit now that they couldn't have done 20 years ago.
No, not at all. Although 20 years ago, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut came out, they had to go straight to movie.
Yeah.
They could not put that straight to the TV because that would have never worked.
Well, it's like Imagination Land. I think that was like season 10 or something like that.
Somewhere in that area
was going to be a movie, but they figured they didn't have to do it in a movie because
3-part episode.
Well, 3-part episode, but it was not nowhere near as dirty as Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
No, not at all.
They were just filthy. Just Uncle Fucker was a hit song.
Right. Blame Canada. Fucking.
Blame Canada was nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah, nominated for a Grammy.
Did you ever see that? Was it 6 Days to Air? The documentary on that. They talk about going to the Academy Awards to where they were nominated for Best Original Score Best Original Song for Blame Canada, and they went in and they wore dresses and they took acid.
Yeah, of course. Why not? Like at that point, because that was way early, like really early in their career.
Year 3 or 4 of South Park.
Yeah, just fucking have fun with it.
Yeah, that's
dresses,
That's pretty ridiculous. But It is fucking the new one. I'm open to the idea that I don't know. I feel like the old "get off my lawn" guy. Like, quit fucking with my movies. Like, It was perfectly fine. Okay, granted. All right, It Part 1 was awesome.
Right.
It Part 2 fucking sucks.
Right.
That shit is awful. Like, there's
bits
bits of it that are like, oh, okay, that's not bad. But it's just not as good.
Right. But see, it's also it's one of those movies where if they redo it and it's done well, I won't be as upset. Don't get me wrong. There's several fucking movies that if they go to redo them, I'm going to be very upset. Like I'm still upset that they're redoing Scarface. Don't get me wrong. They're changing it and it's different. It's a different story.
They're changing it, but here's the thing. Scarface was a
remake in its own.
Yeah, it was a remake of a 30s film about an Italian guy.
Right.
So you have him, which back then at that time, Italian mob was a big thing. Then you bring in the 80s. You have the remake with Al Pacino, and he's Cuban. Mm-hmm. So you have that big thing, and then you're dealing with the Colombians and all that shit. So at that time, that was a huge thing.
Right. No, it made sense to do it.
And then the remake with the Mexican cartels with fucking El Chapo. This is a perfect. I mean, this is a perfect. I'm open to the idea. I hope they don't call it Scarface.
Right.
I hope they call it something else.
Rebranded as something new.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it. I'm open to the idea, but I really don't want them to fuck with it. Because
if it's bad, then it's going to go down.
It's according to a lot of stuff that I've read, it's going to be like based on the book more.
Okay.
I guess Stephen King wanted it to be more closer to the book. I didn't read the book, so I'm gonna have to. I'm one of those people who why read a book when I can watch it in an hour and a half and get the fuck out of there. I mean, I can't read a book and eat popcorn.
Well, I'm trying to think though. In the movie, in the actual movie, do they ever say the name? I can't remember if they actually say
they did. I think they did.
I know it's Pennywise, but it's just...
I think they do say it. I think...
I learned that from the book.
I think the kids say it. Or it might be in part 2. I don't know. I think they do say it. I recall them saying it. But another movie that I'm fucking ecstatic for is Thor Ragnarok.
No, that one, yeah, they've already got my money. Like, if you could pre-order tickets, I would already have tickets for the next several Marvel movies.
Yeah. It's Thor Ragnarok. If anyone hasn't seen the first trailer number 1, it has the Immigrant Song from Led Zeppelin.
Yes, very fitting.
Oh my god! And then the way they reveal the spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, you live under a rock. You haven't seen the fucking trailer.
Yeah, you've had more than enough time.
It's gonna be a Planet Hulk tie-in with Thor Ragnarok, and it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're coworkers and friends.
Yeah, they're coworkers and friends.
Like with any kind of Marvel, they always try to make it humorous, and that's their big joke when they finally reveal the Hulk's in there.
Yeah.
So it's worth going to look at.
It's got Jeff Goldblum in it.
Right.
I'm excited. I just bought Guardians of the Galaxy 2, so I'm gonna watch that tonight. And in that they tease Jeff Goldblum's character.
Okay.
They tease him in the credits. They had, I think, 3 or 4. Well, they actually considered it like 6 post-credit scenes.
Jesus Christ.
When actually, I only recall 2. I recall the group and then Adam. Oh no, there's 3, and then there's Stan Lee.
Yeah, because there's Teenage Groot, and then Stan Lee did have one in that.
Stan Lee is the Watcher.
The Watcher.
Yeah, he's actually informant for the Watchers, what they call him. So that explains why Stan Lee's in every Marvel movie. Essentially, he's an informant for the Watchers, which is the group of people who watch the universe. But enough nerd there. But
later.
But no, I'm excited for Thor Ragnarok. I think this last phase, you got Infinite Gauntlet coming up. Or Infinity Wars coming up in May.
Yep.
We saw Spider-Man, and I was ecstatic. I was more happy with this Spider-Man than I know. A lot of people aren't going to like this. I liked this Spider-Man better than the Amazing Spider-Mans and the original Spider-Mans.
I could see that they're playing the younger Peter Parker, so we're getting away from
the 30-year-old teenager.
Right. Yeah.
This isn't Beverly Hills 90210.
Well, no, it was like the first one and the Tobey Maguire ones. The first one was good. Like nobody could take that away. It was a good movie. Willem Dafoe did a fantastic job as Green Goblin, so he was a great supporting actor in that movie. That one was done really well. The second one, the Doc Ock just has so many great storylines, and they kind of went off base with it, but they still did really well in that one. The third one had so much promise because they finally got Venom onto the screen. It was ready,
oh my God.
And instead we get fucking emo Peter Parker the entire movie essentially, and he ends up
in fucking goddamn Eric Foreman as Venom.
Yeah,
what
Eric
the
Foreman
fuck
as
was
Venom.
that?
Which was funny for all the references they had for Spider-Man in that '70s show. He originally went for the role of Spider-Man and lost to Tobey Maguire.
So yes, he looks like Spider-Man, but no, Venom is not 140 pounds soaking wet.
Eddie Brock was a beast.
Yeah, he's fucking supposed to be huge. He's supposed to be physically imposing. It would have been like casting like Bane, and him being like just skinny as hell. Like, no, you
Right.
can't. You can't do that. So that movie pissed me off. It kind of ruined, and also James Franco as the fucking good guy Green Goblin fucking thing with his
that was really weird.
burnt ass face at the end, and he gets killed by
He gets killed by
Venom.
Yeah.
I don't know. That whole movie. I remember when I heard it was gonna be Venom. I didn't know that they cast Eric Foreman. Fucking Topher Grace is his real name, but Eric Foreman is how I know him, and I'm pretty certain the rest of the world fucking knows him. But when I saw him, I was like, get the fuck out of here. In a movie theater, I was like, no.
Right.
I just wanted to be like, no, I'm done. I'm tired. I want to walk out.
Well, and they had two, like, in that movie alone, technically three if you want to consider the Green Goblin a villain throughout the whole movie. I don't know
Well,
if
he's
50-50.
Well, he's got that sweet ass like surfboard,
Yeah.
like hovercraft.
In the beginning, he's fighting against them. So let's chalk it up to three. Because
Oh,
you have
and
that
apparently,
Sandman,
you could just get, the serum gives him super strength and everything like that, but all he has to do is fall off his glider and he gets ambushed.
Oh yeah, he gets smoked on the fucking. Well, he hits a fucking
trash can.
Trash can.
Yeah.
But no, you had Green Goblin. You have
Sandman.
Sandman, who has amazing potential as a. Well, at the time it was harder. Don't get me wrong. Now, CGI.
Yeah.
CGI wasn't bad then. It wasn't bad, but now it is. It's years. Like obviously.
Well, I mean, if you do CGI from 3 years ago to now,
right?
It's significantly. Kind of quit hitting that microphone, man.
The mic's in the odd spot right now, but
but no. But no, like CGI is so much better now. So yeah,
right,
I liked the fact that they gave us a different villain in the Sandman. A lot of people didn't know. But with the Amazings, once again, they bring right the Green Goblin storyline. But the Lizard looked like, this is me being my picky comic nerd self. The tail and everything was cool. Dr. Connors was teased in Spider-Man 2 and 3 in the original trilogy,
Yep.
and then the Amazing Spider-Man series, he's the bad guy, but his face looked like fucking Killer Croc from Batman.
Right.
Because in the comic books and in the cartoon, if we're going to even do that, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, he has a long snout. So, in this one, they just used his face. They made the actor's face in his face, and I thought it could have been done better.
yeah, no, that definitely could have been done better. Electro could have been done
my
hell
God.
of a lot better.
Electro, if you're going to fucking do it, don't be afraid to put him in their uniform. I wanted to see him in green and yellow ass spandex.
Right.
Jamie Foxx in green and yellow spandex fighting
Would have
Spider-Man.
been hilarious.
Would have been, no, not even hilarious. Just
that would have been hilarious.
It would have been so much better than the fucking what we got with him playing Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Well, and I feel like they
Also
toned him down as well.
Also, the fucking Rhino as a big.
Oh my god, big mech Rhino.
But my favorite is I don't know if anyone remembers it. There's a scene where was it Paul Giamatti, I think is the name of that actor. Anyways, he plays the Rhino, and there's a scene where he ends up in his boxers for some reason. I can't remember why, but on his boxers were actually rhinos, and it was like kind of similar to the way that it was done in the comic book. So yeah, it's a little Easter egg. But yeah, no. The new Spider-Man, though, I think is better. The one thing that I made fun of with Mark was Peter Parker apparently goes to the most racially diverse high school I've ever seen in my life. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I love the idea that everyone is all races, everyone is being represented in the movie. I thought it was awesome. But Flash Thompson is no longer the big jock. He's like your average height dude, and he's
well, that's what the cool kids are.
Yeah,
now.
well, I mean, they're
smart.
It reminds me of 21 Jump Street.
Yeah,
where,
right.
Like all the cool kids are like
They'd be very
hipsters.
PC.
Like they're all like nerdy, and back in the day they would have been beaten up, and all the jocks were like the losers.
Right.
So it's the world's been flipped on its head.
We're kind of moving in a new direction.
Yeah, but no, I like that, and then also the I like his friend.
Oh, you're talking about I know the name of that. I know the name of that actor. He's actually supposed to be not Peter Parker's best friend. They mixed a couple storylines on that one because he's Miles Morales' best friend, which would be I can't remember.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's Ultimate Spider-Man.
Is it Ultimate Spider-Man? I believe it is Ultimate
I believe
Spider-Man. But that Miles Morales is the new Spider. Well, that's the reason why. The reason why they had Donald Glover in the movie. The only reason they had him was because Donald Glover said that he wanted to play Spider-Man in the movie, and the original comic book writers made based Miles Morales' look and everything off of him.
Yeah, they made him into Spider-Man.
So, and then they made Miles Morales' uncle, which means that he does exist in the same universe, which means that in 5 years, 6 years, we could have a Miles Morales movie. Which would, I mean, the way that the reboots are going, except for the heart, because it's not a Marvel property. If it was a Marvel property, they're gonna cast it as best as they can. They're gonna run them in for 9 movies, and then they're gonna fucking revamp.
Right.
But Spider-Man, it's like every fucking 3 years they got a new fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, so there's a possibility, he's in the same universe, or there's a guarantee he's in the same universe. There's no guarantee that he is
gonna be fucking seen.
Yeah, he's not. Well, might not be seen. Might not be Spider-Man Miles Morales either. He might just be Miles Morales.
You mentioned that there was a theory that they're gonna kill Peter Parker in Infinity Wars.
Yeah, and introduce. I read that theory online. It's relatively sound because just a lot of the stuff that they drop throughout the show, or throughout the movies. One, to bring up Miles Morales in the first place, when you're not necessarily introducing, you're planting the seed for something down the road, because you only had a small introduction of Tom Holland's Spider-Man in Civil War. It was a very small little, just kind of throw in so everybody would realize, okay, he is part of this.
And I love how they picked up right after that.
They just kind of
literally shit just ended.
But yeah, and then in this movie, you're basically giving him his own movie. This is all you. Yeah, we're not sure because the other Spider-Man movies haven't done fantastic, so we're gonna pitch you with Iron Man to make sure that the movie does good. But other than that, you're giving him his own movie. You're like, this is kind of your entry, this is your homecoming, which is irony. That's the name of the fucking movie. But why would they drop the Miles Morales? Why would they even include that?
And also, if you look at the suit at the end, it looks a lot like the fucking Miles Morales black and red suit.
Right. Oh, you mean the one that
the Tony Stark design?
The Tony Stark design?
Yeah, because it's not like the Iron Spider suit. It's more like
black
and red.
It's closer to the other color scheme, but they've shown high def images of that, and it is pretty similar. It is pretty similar to the Iron Spider. I want to say they're doing obviously their own interpretation of it, so that's going to make an appearance. That I'm aware of, they don't have him. He's not in Ragnarok at all. I don't think there's any small
Thor. I mean,
Spider-Man. No cameos that I'm aware of.
The only people who have been confirmed in Thor Ragnarok are going to be Hulk, Doctor Strange,
right,
and obviously Thor.
Yeah, Thor.
And then you got Loki. And
those ones along those lines, but nobody crossing.
Thor's really. People. But no, I'm excited for that movie. That movie comes out soon. The last movie I got to go see was that Planet of the Apes movie, which closes that chapter out. I've been team ape since day one. When you got Caesar yelling fucking no, I'd shit my goddamn pants.
The horses is still my favorite part. On the fucking
riding the horses with the machine guns, riding in. When they go into town that first time and they're just like buff as fuck riding in, I'm not gonna fuck with Gary Oldman. I'm like the whole time I'm like, Commissioner Gordon, man, you're fucking up, dude. Just let it be.
Yeah, just let him go.
Let it fucking be. He went up there, it's fucking cool, man. And Koba, that badass fucking ape. Yeah, it's a pretty cool franchise. I was excited when we went and saw that one at the Dollar Theater because we were like, I'm not paying fucking Planet. The last time I paid full price for a Planet of the Apes movie before that was the goddamn Mark Wahlberg one. And I still want my money back.
Still upset.
I'm still mad about my 2001 or 2001, 2002, whenever that movie came out. I want my money back from then, and I want interest on that shit.
So if you're listening to this, Wahlberg.
Yeah, Wahlberg, you owe me some money. That was dog shit. It's fucking awful. The practical effects that Tim Burton wanted to do was fucking cool. I like it. They worked with John Chambers, the original guy from the original Planet of the Apes. Fucking cool. I like it. But the fucking movie was and in the end where he comes through the wormhole and he said a Planet of the Apes still and Lincoln's a monkey. They're like, or actually Lincoln. Well, it's Lincoln's not a monkey. It's the Lincoln Monument and it's the fucking general that he was fighting before is in there. So it's just a weird ass movie. And then all the cops come and they're like. they're wearing normal clothes and shit.
Right.
Like they're wearing like normal cop clothes, but they're like gorillas.
They're fucking apes.
Yeah,
They're
it's,
just
it's fucking weird.
well, let's dress up like people.
Yeah, let's dress up like people. Because in the but in the rest of the movie, they're wearing like these big gowns and flowing things, and they're kind of Dr. Sayers is fucking wearing like a robe. Like, all right, cool. And all of a sudden, he goes to the Earth, and everyone's wearing fucking normal human clothes. And
right.
It's weird. But I was a big fan of the newer series. It was so much better.
Oh no, they did a fantastic job with that one. The first one's I would still go back and say the first one would still be my favorite out of the group.
Oh, when he fucking kills Malfoy?
Yes.
With the fucking...
It's beautiful, the fucking electricity.
He sprays him with the fucking water. No!
Like, I guess it's my favorite because I didn't expect any of that.
Oh, and they're throwing manhole covers on the cop cars?
Like, by the second one, you see how capable they are. So, no matter, I'm not saying they're not fucking cool. Those movies are awesome. Like, not downplaying the second or the one after that at all. But the first one, you get a taste.
My favorite is my favorite part of these movies is, and this is my own personal, is the sign language with the apes because my wife's mother is deaf, so she's fluent in sign language. So the entire movie, I'm like elbowing on, babe, is that accurate? What are they really saying? And then it's a lot of the times it's like it is sign language, but it's like a lazy sign language from what she says. So I'm like, what is it? Does that really mean that? Like, so the only thing I know is bullshit. That's the only I know some other words too, but bullshit. If you give me a language, I'm going to learn a curse word in it.
Yeah, that's the first thing. That's step one. So
bullshit. If you don't know how to do it, essentially just fold your arms like you would like if you're pouting, and then in your top hand, which would be if you're right, it's right over left. Your right hand would be like horns, like a hook 'em horns, like a Texas thing, and then your left hand do spirit fingers. That's essentially that's bullshit. That's the old way to do it, but it's the funniest way to do it.
Oh,
because
that's awesome.
Anytime I see her mom, I just do that, and she just giggles because I try to learn. I'm dumb, so I can't pick up that shit as easy. But you give me a curse word, I'll fucking remember.
Yeah, I'll at least retain that much.
Yeah, like, I know that.
Spanish, we got that covered.
The whole time, hey, is that real sign language?
But no, it makes sense. Like there was, what was it? Was it Coco the gorilla that learned a lot of sign language?
That's the one where he pet the gorilla pet Robin Williams because they thought that he was a gorilla.
Well, no, they ended up being really good friends.
Yeah.
Robin Williams and Coco the gorilla were really good friends. Coco the gorilla got a cat. They gave it its own cat because it wanted something to take care of, so they gave it a kitten. Or I believe it's a kitten, but in my
I don't want to talk about gorillas in particular because I'm still Harambe, man. Harambe, it's been a year.
Dicks out.
Fuck it. I know it's been a year because all the people are sharing memories on Facebook now, and it's all Harambe memes, and I'm like, man, I love the cycle of the memes. Like, remember it was 2 months ago, it was that American Airlines shit?
Right, yeah, that all
people went so vicious, so hard, so fast. It was every, I could have sworn we have a thread on our iPhones that is nothing but fucking memes.
Yeah,
now,
that's strong.
A lot of the times, they're fucking funny, but there's some bad ones that come in every now and again. Like, sometimes it's, there was that one, I don't remember, I want to say I sent it out, so I'm not gonna name, throw anyone under the fucking bus, but I'm pretty sure I got one that was sent to me. It was about that Ohio State fucking thing.
Oh my god!
And I was like, God, that is fucking vicious. It's too soon, but it's fucked up.
I got a Harambe meme within fucking 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's the problem is people...
Dicks out.
Yeah, no, people just sit there. I swear, people just sit there and wait for something to happen. They're like, this is my fucking moment.
Yeah.
This is my moment to get my name out there because I'm going to make the first fucking meme and it's going to get spread all over the place. That's it.
Yeah, I wish I was that creative with the memes.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to be known oh, how'd you get famous? I'm the fucking Harambe meme guy.
Oh, one of someone that we knew fucking called them memes. And I was you're fucking stupid. Come on, man. Everyone's called it a meme. You're like, no, it says meme.
Gotta love the memes.
Good old memes. But those are fucking funny, man. But Harambe, that's we were talking about that the other day about God damn, it's been a year.
In memorandum.
I'm sorry, man. If my kid goes in a fucking thing, I'm not gonna sit there.
No, I'm jumping my happy ass in.
I guess I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna fight that gorilla. I'm gonna lose, but I mean, fuck, dude. What if I like showed him up like throw like a rope-a-dope? You know what? If you do like old school fisticuffs,
right? Oh,
like,
that'd
you
be
scare
no,
them.
you see, that's how you fight bears.
You
That's how you fight
fisticuffs?
bears.
No,
You
when you
fistcuff
fight
bears.
bears, you get big.
You have to get big.
Yeah, you do that like Keith Jardine,
Oh my
fucking, or the guy from Bloodsport, who like looked like he's revving an engine the whole time he's fighting. But but no, I would fight that I'd fight that gorilla. One of my kids.
See, I'm gonna plan now. I'm gonna plan on all my trips to the zoo or whatever. I'm gonna carry a note with me in my pocket. So if
fight a gorilla?
No, not to fight the fucking gorilla.
Today I'm gonna fight a gorilla.
If it's gonna be an if this happens note. So when I jump in, I'm gonna toss it on the ground, or I'm gonna try to hand it to somebody. But what it's gonna be is essentially, you know, if I'm dumb enough to let my kid fall into the cage, because that's exactly what it comes down to. It's not, oh, the kid got interested and went over. It's not anything like that. It's if you're dumb enough to let your kid fall into the cage, I'm going to jump in after my kid and do what I can to save my child. But don't kill the gorilla, because it's just being a gorilla.
Well, I told you about that story the other day about, so I was reading an article on Yahoo, and I have Yahoo on my phone. It is some of the best article, just headlines, just fucking ridiculous headlines, and it's all it is clickbait. So one of the articles was, man. I'm sorry, I'm giggling. The man is basically, the man fucks with the tiger, and the tiger kills the man for fucking with the tiger. And then they're like, they're investigating whether they're gonna put the tiger down or not. I'm
Why?
like,
It was a fucking tiger.
dude, the tiger was being a tiger. Like, that's, at the end of the day, if you, it was like those kids a couple years ago who threw. Goddamn, I think they were throwing acorns. They were throwing something at fucking a tiger, and the tiger ran and jumped over the fucking gate.
Good.
Dude, I'm sorry, like, I've never been one to fuck with that. You're fucking with a perfect killing machine.
Right, that thing it's made to fuck you up. That's why we got away from those areas, because we're like, nah, you're gonna stay over there and be happy. We're gonna come over here and be happy.
I was reading an article, they were talking about National Geographic wrote this article, and they were taking photos of the tigers, and they're like, you know, how people in India are living side by side with the tiger. So this guy's out there, and he sees a tiger swimming up. This tiger attacks a boat with another guy, like two guys in it. He grabs one guy, swims with him back into the jungle,
Jesus Christ,
and then swam back out to go get the other guy.
Yeah, no, he's not leaving that free meat.
I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm paddling. I'm like, granted, my buddy's gone.
Yeah.
But that fucking tiger just swam and got him.
Yeah, like, I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. Like, well, the thing is, like, most people think, you know, cats don't like water. That tiger, on the other hand,
dude,
said, fuck the water.
Killing machine.
He was like, I'll be okay.
I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. I'm gonna swim over there. I'm gonna come back and get your fucking ass. Like, try to kill my fucking family. Fuck you. But yeah, no, that's no, fuck that. I'm not fucking with the tiger.
See, but in a scenario like that, though, that's different than somebody just falling into the cage because they're stupid. That's two dudes in a boat trying to probably have a good time, and they're like, dude, is that a fucking tiger?
Or kids fucking throwing rocks at a fucking tiger in the zoo. That's the tigers. Yeah. The tiger's being a tiger. We went to the zoo. Joni and I, we went to the zoo, and there was a fucking monkey in the lion exhibit.
Jesus.
Like, I'm like, get the monkey out! Like, what the fuck? This guy crawled through one of the other things and ended up in the. This monkey looked fucking terrified. If I'm that monkey, I'm like, dude, I fucked up. Like I know I should have fucking made that left at Albuquerque. Like, you know, that monkey was like, God damn it, dude.
Well, no, there was a couple of things. Like, there's a couple zoos in the area around us. I'm trying to remember which one I was at, but I'm not 100%.
I love the Ashboro Zoo. If you like paying $20 to see things at really far distances, it's a perfect fucking zoo. Now, I know that everyone's going to be like, oh, well, they're in a more natural environment. I understand that.
If they're in their natural environment,
dude,
those zebras and those lions would be in the same fucking enclosure.
Like, no, little fucking...
Yeah, don't lie to me and say natural.
Why you guys gotta segregate? Why can't the fucking lion be over there with the fucking giraffe, man?
No, I think I was in the one, South Carolina.
Columbia.
Columbia. I think it was at the Columbia Zoo, it's a good zoo. It's smaller than I thought it was.
No, we went that time. Remember, that's where they do the rehab for the gorillas?
Yeah, it's the gorilla rehab.
Yeah, they have the gorilla rehab. So they had a gorilla there, and he was moved from San Diego to there because that's where the gorilla rehab is. Because they were trying to get him to mate. And he just kept killing his fucking mates.
he was like...
And then anytime one of the female trainers would go in, he'd fucking attack him, but he would run after him, but like the guys he was fucking cool with.
Oh, there's boys. Like, I want to crack some beers and I'm
tired of these bitches! But, no, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but what'd you say about Colombia?
But no, yeah, you go to Colombia, it's a very nice zoo. It is a little bit, it's definitely tighter than the Ashland.
You're right up fucking
You're right up
on.
close.
It's the Riverbank Zoo in Columbia, South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina is probably fucking 20 degrees hotter than any surrounding city. For some reason, it's like a fucking bowl, so it just holds the heat in.
Right.
But if you ever get a chance to go, it's like $10. Go fucking early.
Yeah.
Go fucking early, but they have like this thing where you can walk around with wallabies. You can feed giraffes for $1,
which is really fun.
They have an aquarium inside of the zoo that's as good as some actual real like standalone aquariums I've been to myself.
Right. But I've also proven that you can clear that entire place and see literally every exhibit in 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I learned that because of traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking Mindy down there and got stuck in traffic. A very unfortunate thing, very bad car accident, so I understood why there was traffic. But yeah, we got there, I think it was 2:45, and we had to be out by 5.
Running through this. This is an owl? This is a tiger?
No, that's really how I felt. I was like, alright, here, baby, you see, this is the jaguar. Cool, let's keep going. Okay, yeah, this is the lion. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I want to look at that one. We can't look that long.
Yeah, my favorite is there's this little hallway, and it has fucking animals that are nocturnal, but you can't. They're always sleeping.
Dark.
Like, why even fucking have them there? Like, let them back in their natural environment. I understand that you fucking want us to be able to see, them, but they're always sleeping.
Right.
Because, like, they're nocturnal.
That's their job at this point, is to be fucking sleep.
But it's like, okay, cool. Every time we went, I always brought my daughter, and she'd be like, why is it sleeping? I'm like, that's what they do. It's fucking daytime. It's fucking sleeping. But, no, real quick. So I was walking into work the other day, and I always listen to my iPhone on the way in. I hook it up. For anyone who doesn't know, I am still one of those last, 100 people who have a iPhone 4S, and mine is beat to shit. So
screen's all fucked.
Screen's broke. Every time I take a phone call, I take my hearing into risk because a piece of glass is gonna fall out in my ear canal.
But it's protected by Kick-Ass, so it's okay.
Yeah, my knockoff OtterBox case, which I got at the North Carolina State Fairgrounds. Shout out to the fairgrounds. But I got it there for $5 from this fucking dude. He had just a pickup truck. He's like, "You got iPhone? I got iPhone case." I was like, "Fucking dude, how'd you know?" Like, fucking, you spoke my language. You were right to the fucking point. But anyways, I was walking into work and I was listening to Wheeler Walker Jr.
Okay.
And if anyone doesn't know Wheeler Walker Jr., he is
the man.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking amazing. He made country music interesting for me, which I never thought in my life I would. Those words would exit my mouth.
Right.
But I was listening to Eating Pussy and Kicking Ass, and it's, if you haven't heard the song, I'm not even going to spoil it for you, but he's eating pussy and kicking ass. It's as much as I'm going to tell you about it.
I know he's got a YouTube page. Go check out his YouTube if you haven't. He's totally worth it.
He's fucking hilarious. But he used to be a comedian, and then he liked country music, so he's like, I'm going to make real songs. Like,
right.
They're all writing these love songs. Like, dude, they're fucking dirty dudes, too. He's got a song, it's called Pussy King, and he's talking about fucking girls all over. So it's kind of like a country version of Colt 45.
Okay.
If everyone remembers that Afro Man song.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit's fucking hysterical. But no, it's that was going off, and I was walking in, and it's like eating pussy and kicking ass, and I'm walking right by a fucking family. I'm like, God damn phone, why did you just I need to upgrade. My phone has just got a mind of its own.
I didn't do that. I
apologize. I don't know why I'm eating pussy and kicking ass. But apparently that's what I fucking do. It's a Tuesday at 9:15 in the morning. Let me just walk right by your family.
See, you got lucky though, because again, for anybody that's never heard this song, that's the beginning of it.
I could have been sucking dick and kicking ass.
Sucking dick and kicking ass.
Eating pussy, sucking dick and kicking ass. That would have been pretty fucking sweet. But we've been going for about an hour and 10 now, so we're going to wrap it up, guys. Appreciate you guys listening once again. We're going to try to do these every 2 or 3 days. We're going to try to get one uploaded, so bear with us. Mark continues to punch his fucking microphone throughout the entire thing.
Yeah,
it's better than it sounding like Mark's slamming his hands on his keyboard.
Yeah, for anybody that listened to the last one, we were not eating chips. We've heard a couple people think that. No,
chips,
it was
Mark was playing the drums.
Yeah, no, that was actually the keyboard, which was several feet away. We have quality mics, so they pick up every fucking thing around you.
And if anyone hasn't seen on Instagram, we did not steal this equipment and just throw it in my shitty living room.
Right? No, we didn't do that.
It looks like we got this, like we stole it from a real studio. It's like, let's throw it in Mike's fucking shitty living room.
Oh my god.
But no, once again, guys, I appreciate you guys listening. You can check us out, and if you have any questions for us, any topics you'd like us to discuss, you can email us at info@psshidontknow.com. That's PSSHIDK.com. Or you can email us individually. I'm at Mikey@psshidontknow.com, and Mark is at Mark@psshidontknow.com. Also, check us out on Twitter. We are at PSSHIDK, and on Facebook at facebook.com/PSSHIDK, and
Instagram is PSSHIDK podcast because somebody stole our name on that one. So.
Oh, also we're a hashtag too, so that wasn't us, but we're gonna piggyback off that shit, motherfuckers.
Found out about that. I took that one the whole way. That was totally worth it.
Yeah, but all right, guys, thanks a lot.
Yep, you guys have a good one.
All right, bye.